Namaste and welcome to Biostudies. We have started the second chapter, that is biological classification, and in our previous video we have studied the general features of kingdom Monera. Okay, and in that we have also studied the types of Monerans. We have two types of Monerans. The first one is Archibacteria and second one is Eubacteria, right? In this video we will study about the Archibacterians. Okay, these bacteria, they are called as the special bacteria, or they are also referred as extremophiles. Now, why these are called extremophiles? Extreme refers to the extreme conditions or the harsh habitats. Philes refers to loving. So, extreme conditions loving bacteria are called as Archibacteria, and these Archibacteria, they are the primitive, okay, prokaryotic cells. So, Archibacterians are the primitive prokaryotic cells. Why they are called primitive? Because see, we know that the earth has formed around 4.5 billion years ago, isn't it? It is believed that these Archibacterians must have originated long ago when the condition of earth was very hostile. So we know that earlier earth was very hot, and slowly it has undergone the cooling process and now it has reached the present temperature, isn't it? So when the earth was very hot, during that hostile conditions also the primitive, these Archibacterians have survived, and even till now wherever there is a harsh habitats, even we can find the Archibacterians now. So these Archibacteria are called primitive prokaryotic cells. Okay, and in our previous video we have also studied that all the Monerans or Archibacteria, these are microscopic unicellular organisms. Okay, we can't see with our naked eye, and since it is a prokaryotic cell, we can clearly find the nucleoid in these prokaryotic cells. What is a nucleoid? The genetic material is coiled and floating in the cytoplasm. So prokaryotic cell refers to nucleus is absent. In turn, we can say the nucleoid is present. Okay. Next one, if we take the habitat of these Archibacterians, they are present in all harsh habitats, all the extreme habitats, environments, like it can be the hot spring, okay, even any salty areas. These are even seen in volcanic vents, okay, even marshy areas. So Archibacteria are seen in all the possible harsh habitat, hostile habitats. Okay. Now, what are the structures that are helping them to survive under such extreme conditions? There are two main points. The first one is about the cell membrane. Okay. Now, what is the speciality of the cell membrane in Archibacteria? See, if we consider a prokaryotic cell of Archibacteria, this is a cell membrane, then you will find a nucleoid and cytoplasm and ribosomes. Okay, usually cell membrane, we refer it as lipid bilayer, isn't it? It is made up of a bilayer of lipid molecules. But if you take the lipid molecule of this Archibacteria, for example, see here, this is one layer, okay, and this is another layer. Now this is the cell membrane structure. Okay, but here in case of Archibacteria, these lipid bilayers are usually branched. Okay, so this branched condition of cell membrane give them a extra stability. So it gives a extra rigidity to the structures of Archibacteria. And sometimes what happens is these lipid bilayers, they join together something like this. Okay, so these tail like structures, they will join together and it appears as lipid monolayer. Okay, even here also you can find the branches. So since the cell membrane is unusual and it is branched one, this nature making these archaebacteria to survive under extreme conditions. Another important point is with respect to cell wall. So usually cell wall must be made up of cellulose or chitin or peptidoglycan as in case of eubacteria. But here in case of archaebacteria, the cell wall is made up of different type of polysaccharide and proteins, and this we call it as pseudomurine. Okay, and this pseudomurine makes the cell wall more rigid and it helps the organism, these archaebacteria, to survive under the harsh habitats. So cell membrane and cell wall is very important in archaebacteria. Now these archaeans are of three types. The first type we call it as methanogens. Okay, now what are these methanogens? Methano refers to the methane. Okay, gens refers to produce. So methane producing archaeans are called as methanogens. Where do you find the methanogens? They can be seen in the gut of digestive gut of termites or even ruminates, and even in marshy places you can see these methanogens. Okay, now what are these methanogens? Actually these type of bacteria, they convert hydrogen and carbon dioxide into methane, therefore they are also used in producing the gobar gas. Okay, so this is the benefit of methanogens. Okay, so these are the methane producing bacteria. The second one is called as halophils. What are these halophils? Halo refers to what? Halo refers to acid. Okay, phils refers to again loving. Sorry, halo refers to salt. Okay, so the bacteria that can be seen in high salinity, those bacteria we call them as halophils. So the salty areas, salty lake or salty oceans, you can find the halophils. So salt loving bacteria are called as halophils. The third one is thermoacidophils. Thermoacidophils. Okay, these are the bacterians which are seen in thermo refers to what? Temperature. Acido refers to acidic content and phils refers to loving. The temperature and acid loving bacteria are called as thermoacidophils. So when there is a more temperature, like in the hot spring, so in case of hot spring or even in case of volcanic vents, the temperature is very high, isn't it? Even under such high conditions, high temperature condition, these thermoacidophils can survive very easily. And if we take the acidic content, even though under low pH level, like if we take a pH scale 1, 7 and 14, 7 is neutral, 1 is below 7 is acidic and above 7 is basic. So under the low pH level also, low pH refers to high acidity, so high acidic content. So under low pH also these thermoacidophils can survive very easily. So these are the three different types of archaebacteria: methanogens, halophils and thermoacidophils. So all these points you have to remember about the primitive prokaryotic bacteria, which are nothing but the archaebacteria. Okay, the cell membrane, the cell wall, then the types of archaebacteria, right? In the next video we will take eubacteria. Okay, and please refer the description box for the reference note. We'll meet again in the next video. Thank you for watching.